excited for it. It's a little bit of a evenly contested map between these two teams. If you're talking in terms of paper, I think HEET probably do have the upper hand in terms of the overall prac timing and how many times they played and won this as an official. I mentioned that 75% win rate on it. Is a map though that can sometimes favour either side really, Tom. We've casted it a bit over on Asia, and that was one of the highlights we noticed out of that region. Let's see if the Europeans agree with us though.
Like he's going to be losing his head. Super happy to finally see Inferno back in the map pool, but it's going to be Arky finally going to be able to pick up a kill. Roman misses his opportunity. Sadono in towards CT. He's looking to try and get these kills from Speedway. He's going to be able to get one. The Exercise is going to be able to get a nice one of his own. This is suddenly looking decent for SAW. They have an opportunity to shut down the bomb plant, and that's what they have to focus on right now. HEETafroo is going to be in good position to be able to look to do this damage, but he's going to get completely flashed by his own teammates. And this is going to allow the bomb plant to go down. You cannot allow that to go through. No! And now they may well get the kill, but it's over. You've allowed HEET that extra money, which just enables them to buy those Galils and AKs the following rounds. And on a map like Inferno, I can guarantee you that's exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah. Although it's a round loss for the side of HEET, I think it's pretty much a round one in terms of the economy build, right? They get the bomb plant, they actually find an extra frag as well after the bomb goes down. And for Exercise, he starts things off with a 3k. It's going to allow the AKs to go into hands, a couple of Galils here and there as well. And for SAW, they're only going to have 2 rifles in the hands of Roman and Just. So it's going to be the Famasan, the M4. Look at the aggression though from the CTs already down towards Banana.
Yep, they have to take this kind of aggressive stance, especially with the kind of MP9s that they have in the midst. They've technically got a worse lineup of guns versus the side of HEET, but they have got a lot of utility. That's the pros that they have in their hands right now. And honestly, if they can recover 3 of those AKs, that would be huge for them going forward, and also just shutting down the economy on the side of HEET. But I don't know what Lucky's doing at the moment. They're just chilling. I think this is the point where they're actually discussing on how they want to do this. Maybe mess with the minds of SAW, which could actually be a huge meta play for them. Oh, okay. Never mind. It is a tech issue, and we will be coming back. Okay, that makes a lot more sense to me. But no, so I'm waiting for the production to say anything in our ears. We can tell you guys, but
yeah, I think we did have the confirmation that is a tech issue, so hopefully we'll get that back up and running soon. I don't know if they're still actually trying to execute the bomb over towards A or not. If it's just the slowest execute ever, but no doubt
around.
We'll get the backup running for you relatively soon, and hopefully we can get things restored and back on the way, because that is going to be an interesting round 2 to go in and talk about, Tom. Of course, after that 3k from Exercise and the bomb plant as well, it is going to allow them to have that Galil and the AKs in the hands of the second team for HEET, which really should have only allowed them to maybe have an SMG or the Deagles at best. So we'll have to get this picked up as quickly as possible for you guys and back up and running.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a couple of minutes. I'm not going to lie to you guys in chat, so just chill. You know, take this moment to go check all the stats if you want, or go grab another drink, whatever it may be. We're going to have to go over to break, actually, so stick around. We'll be right back, and we'll make sure to bring you some fast-paced action on Inferno, which is going to be not only SAW versus HEET. So we'll be right back on screen. Don't go anywhere.
Alright, here we go then, back underway between these two sides. I do believe we are in the second round, hopefully.
Yep.
Between these two teams, so we'll have to just try and get the scoreline fixed as quickly as possible on the match medic for you, but big round here for Heat, of course, coming off the back of the pistol. It allows them to put the Galils and the AKs in hands, and, well, Lucky's going to double their luck as he's going to find just almost instantly through that smoke.
Really good first kill for them, and now they're going to have to try and find Arky, who's in this fantastic position above short at the moment. Nade and, well, it's actually just going to be the Molly coming out overall from the side of the CTs. They're going to do a decent amount of damage. Body looking to recover something here. He might just be able to do that. Arky has to be careful. If he drops down, that'd be a bit of a shame. Exercise is going to be there, but they're going to actually fall down, decide to just hold over towards site. They are player down, so this is a, you know, I will just say a full advantage on the side of Heat right now. They don't really have too much to lose in this front. I will say they went in for a slightly different buy, it seems, going into this following rounds, which would be interesting, but I thought they would have gone in for more AKs. This should technically be the second round, so just ignore that score line from now. Futurice is going to be chiming in. He's going to be able to pick up 1-2. Couldn't get the third. I don't know. He's going to be there to back him up after he falls. Didn't quite get that trade, though. That's what you need to do. Bomb should be going down over towards coffins. Spray can come through that window and do some devastating damage versus Exercise, but no. Afro as well. Go for that spray. It's not going to happen. Retake situation coming on. We have one kit on Stadodo who is in towards Church. Keep that in mind, guys, where he is, because we've seen Saw fail to clutch because of no kits. Exercise is going to be in a podium position. Clutch is going to be coming through, but he's going to go in for the spray. He's going to get taken down, so is his teammate, and that is a clear clean-up, but they've only got 2 players left. They've lost a lot of guns. Arky trying to look for any kind of AKs here. Eventually going to be able to find it.
Yeah, I think for Heat, they'll probably be a little bit frustrated as to how that one played out. They allowed themselves to get picked off by SAWMUTiRiS, and, well, 2 players got tagged down to 40 odd HP. It wasn't even 100 HP combined for the 2 players, and then from there the retake should be pretty standard. The only thing that would have been worrying is if that time had ticked down a little bit more and neither player had a kit on the side of Saw, but it's going to allow them to start to build the economy slightly should they win this. But we already know Saw, they don't like the words anti-eco coming out of Caster's mouth because they seem to throw them all over the place. Can they learn from their mistakes on Ancient and stand strong here on Inferno, though? As a site looked like it was the early site preference. A bit util used from the side of Heat as they elect to back up and head their way towards Banana.
They do actually have people on the A site this time on this map. So that's always a big difference.
That's a bonus. That's a positive. That's a positive, Tom. It's always nice to have players spread out.
They are going to be pushing over towards B. This is going to leave Justin in a difficult position because he should fall down here to do them. He's going to be able to find 1-2, and the third couldn't quite but through the smoke. He's just going to go do a big spray. Couldn't find the kill. The bomb is going to go down again. This is just massive plays here from this side. The spray through the smoke is coming through. He's not going to be able to hit anything. Has to be careful. That P250 is fairly dangerous. Managed to get 1 shot through it. And towards Exercise, he's now on 50 HP. No, going to be able to take that body through the smoke. Body's like, hey, it's usually me that gets to do that. If they somehow clutch this out, it would be absolutely hilarious. It's completely possible. 13 bullets left in that P250. They have to be careful. Afro's going to be able to get killed. Jumping out is going to be Exercise. Going to be shooting them through the back. He's going to get 1-2. Now, Futurice in a clutch, but he falls and on an eco. You said the words, John, and it scared the absolute hell out of them.
Saw. You're a walking meme at this point on anti-ecos, as you can't allow that to happen. It's just one player in towards the back of sight with the M4. It was Exercise once again, and they should know that if there's one player they want dead in any clutch situation, it's Exercise, because he has well and truly been the straw that has broke the camel of straws, or Saw's back, should I say, rather, thus far in this series. And how are you letting that happen, Tom? It's just so disappointing if you're a Saw fan.
Yeah, this is not what you want to be seeing. Saw, they've struggled to make their way here. They had to beat the odds versus Entropic and Falcons, 2 teams who absolutely slammed them before. Couldn't quite do the same versus 1 win, but I thought they might stand a chance here. But so far, they've been a little bit lackluster in showing up. It's only the second game. Could be the last game. First couple of rounds, anything to go off. They've been a little bit lackluster. AWP in the hands of Afro. going to be the push from Just. That could work out from him, but the spray through the smoke could come through and finish him off if he's not careful. Julie's on side of Star Dodo. I do question that buy. They are a good, cool weapon, but versus armored opponents, you're just in such a massive disadvantage. Splash is going to be coming through. Fantastic play. Roman is going to get taken down. I don't know if that weapon is recoverable at all for Arky. I think it did fall down, so he may well want to go for it. It's right there in front of him, so he should be able to do work, but Beatrice, he's got 5-7. They're pushing up to him. They line up, but he doesn't get the time to take the shots. Instead, I don't know if the Julies is going to be able to take down one, but unfortunately not going to be able to achieve anything more than that. And this is going to be a rotation over towards B. They're going to have to try and take down Just, who is not going to expect this so much. Footsteps are made. Arky is taken down. Just has to find this kill. He's going to be able to take down one, but over towards the site, he's going to be able to find another one. I'm not even quite sure how that was possible. Now the run over towards the site is going to be coming through, but unfortunately for this player, HEETafroo is going to get completely caught off guard. There's no time for a bomb plant. You have to run if you're this player. Just, he's trying to stay alive, and he's out of sight line. And that is no money beside a body. He's on 950, so limited utility, but he picks up the AWP. That's huge.
What is it with these teams and having an advantage against anti-eco rounds and just throwing it away? It was once again there though. HEET this time being the ones that can't convert the round. It was only the SMG for Just who made it work, and I've got to say, you've got to be covering your teammate better than that on the plant in the 2 versus 1. They were too split up though. The plant was forced. It was rushed. They had no time to delay it. And that's the 3rd on the board for SAWMUTiRIS and HEET. They're going to be kicking themselves.
Kicking themselves, for sure. It's going to be a stronger buy for them, though, going into this round. They still have a little bit more economy on their front. HEETafroo has no helmet with that AWP. You have to buy a weapon over one for body. Otherwise, I'm sure body would just be like, yeah, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this AWP then. But no. Over towards Banana. They're going to be looking to go in for this entrance. Star Dodo with the flash again. He has the MP9. Just has got the M4 this time round. Body's going to be so close to them. They don't even realize this. They've got 0 informational place. They have to be so careful. Flashes are now going to be coming out. Footsteps are heard. Smoke over towards CT. Nope. They wait. They haven't fully decided. Over towards Long. They actually do have a player exercise. He's going to be playing a little bit sneaky beaky. Over towards Long. No one's there. Beatrice in towards CT. He's going to be able to have the information. He's now going to be shouting this out, saying, watch out. Something is going on here. Exercise. It's going to be causing a distraction, forcing 3 of the players to focus on him. And there's now going to be a counter rotation back over towards the A site. They're like, okay, well, maybe we'll go over here. We've had some luck with it. They may not expect to be seeing 3 players all in this position. Roman doesn't move. He's going to go in for the damage first of all. He finds one. He's going in for the second. He couldn't quite get it, but the damage could be coming out. Beatrice is going to be able to get one as well, but Body is going to be able to get killed. Grenade going through, but not really that effective. A Body with 1 HP, actually. That is crazy on that site. HEETafroo with AWP going to be peeking down this, but it's going to get smoked off. He's going to have a small gap to play with if he wants, but that short position, if he can hold this, this should just be round for them to be taken, but he misses the opportunity. He's too unsure of himself in this situation. The Body, he's in a perfect position. Only 1 HP, but it doesn't matter. That's all the man needs. Beatrice, he's going to be able to find one. The shot's missed from HEETafroo. He has to do better than this in a 1v2. He takes down one. Looking in for the second one. He has to be a no-scope if he wants to go in for this one. He may well pick it up. No, the scope comes through. He can't hit it. And that's going to be, well, a kill, but unfortunately, he just can't go and defuse the bomb. And another round over towards HEET.
3 players from HEET Gaming there, Tom, were one shot. We had Body literally 1 HP, 20 HP on the other 2. And somehow they make it work, as that's the big entry frag there from Body, or should I say the frag to shut down the entry on the retake. Although it's instantly traded as soon as the refrag comes through from HEETafroo. Not too sure how the player's not found the kill in towards Pit a little bit sooner. He was ducking and diving his way out of trouble for so long. But 3 rounds to 2 here now on Inferno. We mentioned this could have the potential to see overtime, and the way that these rounds are setting up already, although we're only 5 in, it certainly suggests that close quarter affair that a lot of us put our money on here on Inferno. But we'll have to wait and see how things play out. There is still a lot of CSGO, a lot of rounds left to play here, not only in this series, but this map in particular. If you are just joining us, Ancient, a very, you could say, one-sided affair at times, which was SAW's map pick. Actually taken at 16 rounds to 9 by HEET. We are now on a HEET's map pick, which is going to be Inferno, and should we need it, the all-important 3rd map and decider will be Nuke. And, well, if we do see Nuke, only the Lord knows what's going to happen on that one, because honestly, the way this series has gone, you couldn't write what's going to happen in the next round. But an AWP and an M4 brought into this one, though, from SAWMUTiRiS and Stodado. Just the pistols on the rest of the players for SAW. HEET can't be picked off and made any mistakes.
Misses that opportunity, peeks in towards mid. It's going to be AFROO getting the kill there. Looking to try and pick up that AWP. It's not going to be there anymore. Balcony position. We're going to be seeing it come through. The CZ player is going to be a difficult situation. He finds one, doesn't know where the rest are. He's going to find another one, but he has to reload. It takes so long. He can't do it. Roman dies. Fortunately for him, SAWMUTiRiS is going to be over towards sites, helping him out once he's dead. Trying to stop him from being able to get out. He has to back away, waiting for his teammate to push up mid. Now happen, flashes and smokes coming through. Just he's only got the 5-7. It's not going to be the ideal situation to have. He's going to get taken down as well. This is disappointing. This should not have gone this way, but unfortunately, that first kill in towards mid from AFROO was just absolutely fantastic. Exactly what they needed to be seeing. SAWMUTiRiS not going to be able to recover an AWP this round. He has an M4 in hand, which he was able to pick up. He saw he did have this. It was the other player had the 5-7, but I've got to be a little bit frustrated for them. And that's also one of the downsides of using this DZ is that it's an absolute beautiful gun. But once you've used up those 12 rounds, you're kind of crap out of luck, to be honest. You're going to have to reload for the next, like, 30 seconds. And it's super hard to be able to try and do anything on that front. So at least we're going to be seeing a save from SAW.
Yeah, well, just the one gun save through to the next. It's going to be SAWMUTiRiS taking through the M4, 3. Well, I say 3 rifles, 2 rifles, and the AWP through for HEET. And, well, SAW, although they started well, the steam train that is HEET seems to have just slowly but surely started to get the wheels rolling and leaving the station. But we are, of course, only 7 rounds into this game. A long time left in Inferno. You mentioned, though, in particular yesterday, Tom, HEET's T-sides weren't looking that great. So if they take let's say 5 rounds, maybe 6 rounds here on Inferno, that seems to be usually the golden number, roughly. They're looking good going into the CT side, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I've said that they predominantly struggled on the T side yesterday. They're doing really well, and unfortunately, if SAW can't pick it up now, they're going to be in a huge amount of trouble. They are pushing over towards this beast fight, over towards beast to be able to get the initial kill, but he is going to get traded out by just that USP in that head. Bonking it a little bit. It's going to be playing up a little close now. And he's going to catch them off guard completely. Jericho and also Lucky going to be losing their heads. USP is going to be absolutely fantastic. He picks up the AK, gets a kill, but now AFROO left in a 1v3 situation. With an AWP, really ideally wants to switch over to an AK if I was him. We saw what happened last time he was in a clutch situation with this gun. He couldn't quite pull it out, but might well just be able to do it this time round. Arky overextending, waiting for something to come through. This bomb holder is still here. They know he's down towards Banana. All they have to do is play for time. See them checking both angles, making sure that if he does go towards CT, they can swing out and try to get him. But Arky, Roman, both one-shottable anywhere on their bodies right now by this AWP. Has to make no noise. As soon as he lets go of the scope, there you go. He misses the shot. Now they can just push him. Shot comes out though from Arky. USP this game finds 4 kills. Absolutely huge.
I think the USP's been the MVP throughout the whole series thus far, whether it be anti-ecos or pistol rounds, you name it. It seems like the players are getting the work done with the pistols. Need to try and transfer that through over with the rifles though, but that's going to be a big round loss for HEET. Just 1 rifle in the hands of AFROO invested into this round. I'm not too sure if that was a bit of a misfire from him, as the rest have only got AKs on the board. Or, sorry, them Desert Eagles available.
Going in for classic force buy, but just he's going to get 1 traded out by the Deagle. A little bit scary when you're going to be dying like that. Unfortunately, you're going to be blocking out the recovery of that weapon. Grenade going to be following it up as well. Stadaro has to do a good job here to stop them from picking up that weapon. I don't think that grenade worked though. They should be able to pick this up. No, it's going to be SAWMUTiRiS looking to deny them this. And I think the M4 was blown back thanks to that 200 IQ weapon, and Stadaro through the smoke. Essentially, no, I don't think it counted as a smoke shot. That was a smoke shot. Towards mid, we've got Exercise. He's going to be able to do a little bit of damage here, but not to be able to get the kill yet. It's going to be a 1v2, and that is him taken out of the history. 5-3 favor of SAW on HEET's map pick, but they're on the T side. I think they're fine with this at the moment. Ideally, they want to get to that 6 or 7 round mark as a minimum for HEET.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely doable. What I've seen of them thus far, I think SAW have, you know, got mistakes in them to be made here on, you know, both the CT and the T side when they switch to it. So I think if you heat, you just keep yourself composed. You don't let the game run away from you after you make a few mistakes, and try and put that magic, you know, 6th or 7th round on the board like you mentioned. Although for them it's going to be a tough task to do here in round number 9. Just the pistols to work with. They're going to lie in wait over towards the middle of the map, but one person that is lying in wait is going to be SAWMUTiRiS with the M4, and this is just going to be like sending limes to the slaughter here, surely.
Yeah, he's going to be able to go in for the spray. He might end up dying now, but has got a Tech 9, so it's not just a USP. Unfortunately for them, the teammate's going to be coming through. The Glock train not going to be as effective as it could be at the time. So at least they've got that going for them. I'm not going to lie. No deaths on the side of SAW this time round, and that's exactly what they want, John. If you have a look at their economy right now, they at least have a little bit to play with.
Yeah, this is probably the most in control SAW have been in any part of the game and series thus far. The economy's looking fantastic. We've got 2 players up and around the 7k mark. The rest are well and truly over the 5k mark. They've got a few rounds to work with, to say the least. They're currently up 6 rounds to 3, and it seems like they're doing a great job of controlling the map here, and that's one thing I don't think they did too well on Ancient, to be totally honest with you. They're sending a player up aggressively most of the time towards Banana in and around sandbags, the crossfire towards the middle of the entrance to the A site, and then towards mid it's going to be players 1 and 3, SAWMUTiRiS and Arky on your screens right now, and then you have that player lurking towards pit. So overall, the control right now that the side of SAW are putting out on this Inferno map, on their CT side, has been brilliant. It's up to HEET to try and break the line of defense.
Oh, and they're going to be pushing straight into SAWMUTiRiS, who's going to be able to find another 2, and Arky from short is going to be able to take on HEETafroo. Fantastic plays on their side. There's only 2 players left. It's going to be just falling. The bomb is not recoverable that easily, though. So they're going to have to play their hearts out to be able to try and do something in this round. And honestly, in a 2 versus 4, the bomb being out in a very open position, no utility on exercise. 2 pieces unlucky. Going to have to work out what they want to do in this situation. Do they want to save? Do they want to risk going in for the push?
I think they've got to save.
But if they don't do more damage, it's going to leave just so much bank in the way I saw that. They're going to be able to skip so many forced ecos. I mean, Just is only on 3.8k, but it doesn't really matter. But the push is going to be coming either way. They're going for it. They want to be able to try and win this one out, at least do some damage. 20 seconds left, though. They're going to be able to find the first kill. They get the bomb. They're pushing him towards short, but they're going to get absolutely slaughtered. But no, Lucky gets the kill. We've got 14 seconds left. He has to get the bomb down, or at least a bunch more kills. It doesn't happen. He dies. And he's going to go into the next round with limited amount of money, like the rest of his team.
Yeah, it's a tough one from HEET. It really is. But, you know, I mentioned the control that the side of SAW had over that A site was brilliant. They had one towards pit, and they just let the other 2 players, it was SAWMUTiRiS and Arky, play the crossfire towards the entrance of mid to the A site. And, you know, it's one of the most default and standard crossfires in the game. And if your flashes aren't timed perfectly, all you got to do is play anti-flash there, which SAWMUTiRiS did fantastically. He finds a 2k. The round before that, they tried to do the exact same thing on the pistol, and it resulted in the same thing. So right now, it's safe to say SAW well and truly with their tails up, and they see a few bits of vulnerability in the HEET T side here, and they seem to be picking them off perfectly thus far. The eco forced out, though, of HEET once again. SAW, though, a team we've mentioned, made many mistakes on the anti-eco. They can't afford to do that, and, well, that's the first frag found for body, and that's a rifle in the hands of one of the main players for the side of HEET.
It's going to be them pushing the snipe through the smoke, because they're going to be coming through SAWMUTiRiS as well, on towards body. To do a lot better than this. This eco is working absolutely fantastic with the bomb going down as well. That's going to be more money in the bank. Exercise going to be coming up from behind. He could really be their kryptonite. HEETafroo goes down, but I think he's going to take too long to be able to do this backstab, if I'm right in saying. But he's just going to catch one of the players off guard just in time. He's been spotted. He does get a kill, though. I'll give him that. The time is ticking. We're nearly halfway through the bomb timer. They know where the last player is, but not before they die. Now 2 versus 1. They know he's in deep opposition. No utility to flush him out. And Lucky, he's going to find them both for his trouble. They're going to get ecoed once again.
What are
SAW,
they doing,
not
Tom?
like this.
What are they doing? You've got the info to where both players are. The trade comes through for the player on CT easily, but I mean, you've got to say, there are some balls on this man, Lucky backside, to just swing out an ego. This kill here, that is a ridiculous ego chow onto Arky when you know that the player of Stardado has got the AWP, probably lying in wait for the peak. He then jiggles, finds the second as well, and oh, Saw, what is going on? Can we get the coach of Saw to just run them against an eco scrim or something like that, please? They can't keep throwing these rounds away. But for HEET, that's exactly what we needed to see from them. I literally mentioned at the start of that round, Saw seemed to have got all the answers to what HEET are throwing their way, and they seem to have found the flaws in their gameplay on the T side, and it was going to take something miraculous and something, you know, really extraordinary and out of the ordinary for HEET. Well, I say out of the ordinary, for Saw it seems to become the ordinary as another anti-eco round is thrown away on their behalfs. And if you look at the economy now, Tom, what looked like once a high and mighty, powerful, you know, sort of banking economy for the side of Saw, they lose this, and well, it's in the gutter.
I can only agree on that front. Arky trying to track out this grenade, seeing if he can find any kind of damage on this side, but nothing thus yet. HEET, they've got 4 rounds on the board. Ideally, they want to get another 5. They can really pull it off, but maybe, well, say 5. Do anything like that. We're on round 11, actually, so ignore round 12 at the very top there. That is actually incorrect. So I'm gonna have to see. Why am I? No, yeah. Maybe I'm going absolutely crazy. We are on round 12.
Yeah,
I'm bad at math.
I believe CS:GO has taken a toll on you, Tom. It's okay.
Yeah, I am. I'm trolling myself. But either way, we do have a push over towards apartment. Saw gonna have to do a good defense against this, but the limited amount of utility, double players over towards pit. This is where their savior could come in. Arky could really help out here, sitting in that under balcony position, and if Roman gives away his position, it's going to allow it. The flash is going to be coming through. His position is now known. He's done a lot of damage. Smoke's going to be going out as well. He's not going to be forced out of his spot. Arky is just going to be waiting for them to drop down. He's playing the spoiler position. He does want to play too aggressive. As soon as he shoots, he's going to be giving it away, and 2 players in towards pit. That's going to be super hard to play with. He's going to take down a player anyway. Takes down body. Saves SAWMUTiRiS, but only for a split second. Now Arky's going to be dead. Roman's still alive. Peeks up. He's going to drop as well. Stardado and just going to have to do a lot of work here. They're both on long. 3 versus 2, and unfortunately, HEET were just too good in that takeover. I just don't see any way in which this goes in favor of Saw now. They're going to have to do so much work, and this ult from Afro, he's not close to them, so he should be able to hit this shot. There we go. Takes down Justin. That's going to be a save from Stardado. I just don't see any kind of world in which he goes in that 1v3 and walks out alive.
Yeah, saves the AWP into the next 5th on the board now for HEET. We mentioned if they can get to that magical 5th, 6th or 7th round on the T side of Inferno, they're looking good. Going into the CT side of things, it's going to probably be very, very poor buy out of the side of Saw going into the next round. And although in that round, Saw actually found the first 2 opening picks upon the entry to the A site from the side of HEET, but it was the refrags and the trades from the side of HEET that were just too strong. I think Lucky found 2 of his own, and it was Exercise who picked off a huge kill towards pit as well from the top of Balk. And from there in the 3 versus 2, as soon as Afro snaps onto the kill, it's nothing but a save for the AWP of Stardado, sorry. Well, I mentioned the economy, which was once extremely built up, isn't looking that great right now for Saw, Tom. They're in a tough spot, not a lot of utility to work with, and, well, not a lot of weaponry either.
If they can get a few more rounds on the board, they'll be happy, but Justin going to be faced with a lot of contention here. He's going to be able to find the first headshot, looking to pick up this AK for his trouble, and now they know he's going to be fairly close. He does have a smoke, look to lay it down. Stardado trying to find the close shots. Not going to happen. Over towards short. Arky is going to be in the contention, but Exercise going to take 1. He's going to get traded out by that Famous. Does still open up the site completely. They know where this player is. The Molotov is going to be there. He doesn't reposition. SAWMUTiRiS is going to be here to try and help out his teammate, who's going to be able to find 1. Going to get traded off by Jogo. Now they're going to be pushing on towards the short position, and he doesn't get a single kill. And Stardado just gets torn apart. Completely fails to do absolutely anything for his team there. Get every opportunity, but seems to be sleeping a little bit on this front. Last player is spotted. Justin's looking to take him down, holding that spot, saying, I will take you right on here. Doesn't realize he's off to the right. He's going to have to play aggressive, and he is now known. He's only got 36 points of HP. Time is the favor of the T's. Halfway down this counter, they're going to have some difficult time, but it's going to be coming through. Limited bullet, 21. He hits the damage, but not the kill. 7 HP left on this player, who honestly hasn't been hugely impactful on the Heat side, but that round, he really came out and got a couple of kills that were so crucial.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're playing bad and you're not too impactful over the majority of the rounds. Just be impactful when you need to, and a huge 1v1 there for Joko, who was, I mean, he was 4 of 13 before the start of that round. He finds a 3k and that to secure the round for the side of Heat and find that magical 6th round. It's going to force the eco now out of SAW. Because we see Heat tie the game up here at 7 rounds apiece. And once again though, Tom, SAW, it seems like they have been the catalyst of their own downfall. The mistakes that they have made seem to be made costly. And for Heat, they just know they've already got the first pick. Don't make any mistakes on this anti-eco. Put yourself at an even Stevens all squared affair at 7 rounds apiece as you'd head into a very, very evenly contested second half.
Yeah, if they can pick up the 7th and then the 8th, they're going to be looking so good going into the CT side. It would just be unfair for SAW that they just won't stand much of a chance. And honestly, this should be the 7th round in hands of SAW. You can just see where they're currently positioning themselves. They've got 2 players exploring over towards A as well. They could go for a counter rotation, but honestly, on Inferno, what you want to do on this front is set these players up. If they find a couple of kills, you go A. If not, go through CT, get a kill, and that's obviously great, but honestly, just then clothesline over towards B, do a bit of a pincer position, do what you can. But instead, they're going to get taken down. They decided to play a little bit too over-aggressive, and now the distractions come in and the rotation from SAWMUTiRiS, but 2 kills going to be coming through. That's two weapons recovered on the side of SAW at least. That's going to be 2 AKs, but they're still only going to have 4 players, 2 rifles, and a couple of pistols. Still going to go for this as well, and HEETafroo is going to be able to find the first one. It's going to be the AK doing some damage, but at this point, honestly, they don't going to have a huge amount of money going into the next round. They will have round loss bonus working in their favor. I suppose they still just want to go in for this and cause a little bit of struggle for the opposition and maybe be able to bring this out. Body's going to be around this corner. He's going to be looking to flush them out. They've got no armor. He's going to tell them a new one. He finds the first one. His teammate's going to help him, but Roman's going to take one. Sadodo with another. Lucky's going to be in a difficult situation, but there's no defuse kits. They don't have time. Surely not. Oh, they do. Only just is going to be right down to the last wire. If you look at this, you can tell that they've just managed to time that perfectly. So that's going to be 8 rounds on the board for them. You know what? I mean, 9 rounds on the board for them could be the change of tide for them.
Yes, for the first time we've actually seen SAW with a bit of an advantage over Heat. The first map was very one-sided affair on Ancient, and here, although they stormed out to a 3-1 lead, and since then it's been a bit of a flip-floppy affair, Heat will probably be kicking themselves there in that round. They had the weaponry advantage, they had a little bit of U2 advantage, and I mean, Lucky, if he delays the P contest to Dodo ever so more slightly, it would have been a round win for the side of Heat as the time would have run out and no defusal kits available, but by the skin of their teeth, SAW somehow hang on and survive in that round and at least confirm themselves a 1-round lead going into the second half. Of course, we are in the final round here of Inferno. And if you're just joining us, it was 16-9 on Ancient, which was SAW's map pick. This one here being Heat's map pick, which SAW currently have a tender and slight lead, but a lead nevertheless. The one thing I'm worried about, though, is when SAW head over to the T side, is this, is the CT side of Heat just going to be slightly too strong for them?
I think that might end up being the case. We're going to have to wait and see. SAW getting 9 rounds. The board could really be the difference maker here. See what they're going to be able to pull out of the bag. Sadodo going to be able to stay alive. Grenade going to be getting delivered out. There's going to be a player here with the Deagle. They're going to be able to find some damage on him, but just going to be tagged down to 18 HP. Molotov of Lucky goes out, but it's not going to find a target. Towards mid is going to be Arky. He's going to get found with just 5. Just for split second. Roman do not fall, but he's going to get collapsed from these players with an AK. He's going to be able to get the kill. Flash should be coming out from Arky. It's not going to achieve much, but there's a player that's dropped down in towards pit. I don't think he quite realizes that. Molly is going to be on site. That smoke is actually going to be huge for him. We're going to be seeing exercise found. Arky's going to be able to find one. Looking for the second kill. It's going to be HEETafroo in a 1v3. This time, no AWP in hand. Might stand a bit of a better chance. He has to find this player on site before he can do anything, but unfortunately for him, he's backing up. He's not really played any more aggressive. He does have bomb control. If he just played absolutely silent and played completely different, they may not realize he's here, but Fortunately, he gives away his position. He's now found, but two heads. Well, one headshot, another tap is going to happen. And suddenly goes from a 1v3 to a 1v1. And Saw, they're going to find it in the end. As Stadodo clutches it out. Orpa versus Orpa, but both have rifles. GG, well played. That's going to be the first half. 9-6 in favor of Saw on HEET's map pick. We're going to a half-time break. Don't go anywhere.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the ESL Challenger League Season 40 for Europe. We're at map 2 of Inferno between HEET and SAWMUTiRIS. After the CT side of SAWMUTiRIS, they see themselves have a slender 3-round lead here.
Nobody's going to be jumping on through. He has the Julius this time, but he's not going to be able to find his target. Oh, Yanko is going to be able to find one nice, easy headshot. Afro is going to get tagged down to 4 HP. He's going to have to be a little bit careful in this front. A single shot from any of those guns is going to be able to take him down. Still going to be able to survive. He's going to be backing off. Now, a little bit of a slow gameplay from Saw. They did rush down Banana here. They had to slow down. Decoy is going out as well. Funny enough... Oh, no, sorry, it was a smoke. Wasn't sure from what it was there. A decoy could have actually taken down Afro, to be fair. I think if it explodes, then it can actually do that amount of damage, but... He's going to be able to get some shots in, but he's going to also be tagged down to 4 HP. Still alive and kicking. Super rotation going to be coming on through, thanks to the fact that they actually have Roman in a good position. He's going to be able to do some more damage. It's lucky with Julius this time around as they chuck them around. Well, he died with them. So he's going to be able to do some damage. Well, lucky with those. Julius is going to be looking to do the damage, but it's not going to happen, and A-Site is taken over. So 2 players with 4 HP each. Left to try and clutch this out. They've got the USPs and a Dream. There's just no way they're going to be able to do this. So even if it's just that they can go recover another pistol or just stay alive, that's honestly much better than dying to these guys, because they'll just give them money.
Yeah, you can't allow the economy to be built on the T side too early on. As well, so for them, they're going to put their 10th on the board and start things off, no doubt, how they mean to continue. Afro's playing with fire a little bit here. I don't know if he's trying to find a few exits or he's going to find a fantastic one. Arky tries to find any more. It's going to be SAWMUTiRIS who secures the kill. Another better chunk of economy over to the side of Saw. Exploded, and that's going to be an attempt on the board for Saw. So for HEET, if you lose the first pistol here around Tom, which they've done, they're of course going to be forced down to the eco for a couple before they can build their economy up, and we're looking at what Saw may be sitting on the 12-round mark before the full buy, depending obviously in terms of damage dealt and kills found, etc. And if you're HEET gaming, you're looking at the likes of a 12-6 or an 11-6 scoreline. What's your first step to try and work your way back into this game?
I couldn't even really say on this front. It's really, you just have to continue playing and try to get a read on how Saw are going to be able to play this. And I think that is going to be the biggest issue for HEET. And what Body said, and I think potentially underestimated, is just how tricky that Saw can be. And the fact that they don't play everything the way you'd expect. So maybe some aggressive style play to shut down the side of Saw could really put that pressure on them and stop them from being able to do all sorts of like fakes and rotations.
Well, time will tell. We'll have to wait and see as things are back underway here in the 17th round. Just the pistols in their hands. It is going to be An SMG for body though. 4 players stacked over towards Banana. A lot of damage done with the nades, the mollies as well. Statado's gonna fall.
Like I said, this aggressive play is exactly what you need to see, but Justy's potentially going to be over pushing it back against them. It can't work in their favor. They have to back off. Now they can go over towards the A site, trying to deny them this. There's going to be 1 player left, and it's going to be Just who's going to get taken down to the MP9. This situation should not have even happened. He had the opportunity to stay alive there, but honestly just threw away that chance massively. Now, this is a potential retake situation. They don't have a kit, but they have the guns. And also the manpower to try and mount this up, and they get the kill as well with the MP9 on Roman. Not the anti-eco, not again. Alki, please do something here for your team. He finds one, looking to go and try and find the second over towards short. Time is ticking. This should allow them to be able to win, but they're going to have to go in for the defuse and hold this down. Lucky's going to be able to get a kill. It's going to be 1 versus 2. He loses, but the defuse, I think that can go through. It might just be down to the exact wire. I don't know. He's got it. He's got it in the bag.
I think he has
Surely.
it. He just has it. Oh, the defuse just comes through. And oh dear, it's the good old friend of SAW, the anti-eco. And he, honestly, I don't think they're going to play it any better than that. They just get aggressive towards Banana. I think they have to. There's nothing to lose. It's a bit of a throwaway round from them. If Body finds one with the MP, it's great. And I mean, you got to say, Afro, that is a ridiculous headshot with the MP9 to, I think it was shut down Roman with the AK who was boosted towards the back of Pit. And that's going to line the round win for the side of HEET. But SAW, how many rounds are they going to throw away, Tom?
Not quite sure, but we're going to have to look over towards this position here. Stardado is going to be super close to them. They didn't even quite realize how close to each other they were. They're actually going to be going in for this boosted position. Be super useful. Afro's going to be able to stay here, take a shot, rotate back around over towards Coffins if he wants. Going to be an execution from SAW over towards the B side. Maybe we'll just be able to find an opening on this front, but it's going to be super difficult. Afro is flashed completely. He unfortunately goes straight into where the Molotov was going to be. He misses his shot, the all-important shot. They know exactly where he is now, so all they have to do is go in for the push, and they're going to be coming around the corner. That could be the knife. No, it's denied. This is a fantastic execution. They didn't lose a single player. Arky is damaged, but after the fact. Otherwise, they took 0 damage, John. The 0 damage take on that site? That was amazing. That's
a rare sight, to say the least. You usually at least get some sort of splash damage done from the likes of the mollies on nades towards Banana, for example, but that's going to be a free round for SAW. It's going to be the save through from HEET into the next. The AWP recovered into Arky's hand. Well, Roman, he's going to go hunting for 1. Any more kills here is a huge bonus for SAW. The smoke comes through. Oh,
no, there's a player behind him, buddy. Gets the kill. Oh, they're still going to be able to finish them off, though. That's a fantastic trade. If you're the fact that they're able to find those last 2 players as well, that's just closing out. That's all they wanted.
Yeah, it's going to be the 9th on the board for SAW. As we mentioned, we thought Inferno could see overtime. It doesn't look like SAW want that. They just want to see the final map and the decider, which will be on Nuke. And, I mean, you got to say, SAW have looked pretty flawless thus far on Inferno, apart from a few thrown eco rounds here and there. They look pretty good. And while this is the aggressive 4-stack towards Banana once again, and it's going to pin the side of SAW way back into their spawn, and that's a lot of control over the map for HEET. They're going to probably know that they're forced over towards A now, unless they choose to re-aggress Banana, which is just walking straight into the line of crosshairs for HEET. First contact, though, is probably going to be Roman over towards one of these players, either Exercise or Lucky. First frag, vital here in this 19th round.
19th round. That's actually going to be burning one of the players, and that might well find the kill. It does. Afro, unfortunately, going to die out, and Body's position should be well known. They have another Molotov. They're going to be peeking around the corner, and fantastically played. The grenade also got a kill over towards another. So this should be round for them. Lucky has got the M4. He's going to see if he can pick up anything, but honestly, at this point, probably want to make sure you can actually save this, and I don't think that's going to be allowed. Exercise with the Deagle might stand a chance of being able to pick up a kill here. Roman might play and make a couple of mistakes.
I'm looking at the economy for the side of SAW. They're going to have the Plant money come through. A lot of damage done in that round as well. I mean, if you saw here, GSay, surely we go hunting for these kills and try to take the rifle out of Lucky's hand and potentially allow the CTs to pick up a few kills. Well, that's exactly what they're going to do. This is a very, very risky play and hunt from the side of SAW here.
I like it though. It's what you need to do. You need to shut down their economy, but they could lose a lot. The M4 on site is going to be able to take down one, but this could be a good trade. He swings out. He's going to be able to get a kill as well. Lucky could actually do more damage to the T's than they are going to be doing to him. He finds a third. How is this happening? He's got limited amount of bullets left, but he finds another. That's going to be the 4th kill. If he got a post-plant ace, that would have been hilarious. He almost got it.
I think luckily though for the side of SAW, the economy is somewhat built up. That could have gone horribly wrong, but Lucky adding a few more kills to kill column for himself, as that's going to be a 4K. And if you're SAW, you can't allow him to, especially that kill there, they're just turning the snap onto the head of the 4th player. For HEET though, they've got to try and answer back sooner rather than later. They're going to be forced to eco this, just the M4 for the player Lucky that he took through from the last. And SAW only a few rounds away from forcing that nuke game zone.
Nuke could be super interesting. SAW have done very well on nuke. They do struggle at points on it, so consistency isn't always the point. Roman, him and Lucky trading blows. He walks away with an extra 10 HP versus his opponent. Lucky, who picks up 4 kills at the end of last round. His teammates have they've got USPs at the moment. Honestly, I'd probably give that M4 over to one of the teammates. 8 HP with armor, doesn't really matter. You might as well just give that over to someone else with slightly more. They stand a bit of a better chance to sustain more damage. Overdraw B, the push is going to be coming through. Body, he's going to go for some shots through the smoke. It's not going to be able to achieve too much, but never mind. Thought he might be able to do something. Instead, I think the focus right now is going to be on keeping Lucky alive. If they can keep him alive, that's another M4 into the next round. That's the bare minimum of what you want right now, is to keep that one player alive and also try to deny any more money gains from the side of SAW. But they've got 4 players left alive. Sorry, 5. What am I talking about?
Yeah, it looks like HEETafroo is actually heading towards T-spawn to try and play for a few exits and then dent the economy ever so slightly. Just be patient, HEETafroo, and you'll find at least one of the kills, surely. Is Arky going to check the corner, though? He's dancing with the devil a little bit here. HEETafroo, I think he's heard the contact. Surely that jump towards Banana. 1 kill here from HEETafroo is huge. He finds 1. It's, I'm going to say job done, but unfortunately for him, Mr. Dodo is going to swing. Lucky keeps that M4 through to the next round. And that's going to be the 30th on the board from SAW for the first time. No mistakes on the anti-eco from them. And they're just 3 rounds away from securing Inferno and pushing us to the decider.
I do like what Exercise did there. He was trying to run on site and cause swords and potentially go a little bit closer to the bomb. He was trying to get some cheeky kills on the side of SAW, but it didn't quite work out. I respect the game. Players looking in for these aggressive grenades down a second mid and mid, but no one has actually done any damage, not even a single point with this at the moment. Apartments is going to be a good take or SAW. If they can take over that, that's going to be fantastic, but it's going to be Body getting dropped over towards Kanar. The AWP on Stardodo, who has been highly effective with it. He's on wait, hang on, yeah, he's on 20-9. He's doing absolutely fantastic for his team at the moment. So is SAWMUTiRiS. They're actually playing very well as a team, and on Inferno, HEET, this should be theirs to take, but unfortunately they're not doing so well. HEETafroo with the AWP, he's honestly been a little bit of a disappointing factor for his team. I think he's been too aggressive on trying to play with an AWP, and as soon as you have a player that is just so stuck on having only an AWP, you're gonna be in a big disadvantage when it comes to economy, especially when they're not able to play godlike we have with a lot of different players. Oh, through this.
Shoko, I'm going to find the spray onto SAWMUTiRiS through the smoke, so that's going to be the affairs tied up at 4 players apiece after it was going to be Body who fell early on. And one player that's probably struggled in the series in general has actually probably reached to be honest, and, well, I don't know what he's thinking, shifting for a smoke there. That's rule number 1 of any competitive game, let alone CSGO. You see a smoke and you hold your left mouse button to spray your way through it because you'll usually pick up a kill, and that's exactly what happens. It's going to force the save out of HEET, and that's going to be the 14th on the board here for the side of sAW. And you got to say, where was this sAW on Ancient, Tom? Where was it? They look great at the moment, apart from a few shaky eco rounds here and there. The executes on the T side have been fantastic. The retakes when they were on the CT side have been beautiful. And you just wish that this sAW turned up to Ancient. You really do.
Yeah, I mean, they made a lot of mistakes on Ancient. They also had a lot of fantastic rounds, but some of their mistakes were just questionable. And I think HEET have had the same issue on this map, to be honest. sAW as well. sAW have had a lot of mistakes. We've seen obviously situations. So I think this is honestly just due to the pressure of playing against each other right now at this point. And sAW are just being so tricky on Inferno. They're feeling a little bit more confident. And I will say that there's no real wall bangable spots. There's obviously there is a bunch, but not as common. Like obviously, if you want to shoot from T Bridge all the way down into the Parliament, then go for it. Or from I don't know, church on site through the window, then cool. But so Lucky doesn't have that kind of ability to do that initial damage, so they've lost that kind of advantage that they had on Ancient. HEETafroo, again, a little bit of a weak point, I think, on their side. Body, he's not popping off. So overall, as a team, they're seeming just a little bit weak.
Yeah, they seem to be a little bit stuck in the mud at the moment, running out of ideas. The side of HEET, whereas, I mean, on that Ancient, they seem to have all the answers to any questions that sAW through their way, but you got to say, it was us talking about, you know, not how poorly sAW were, but how great HEET were in map number 1, and I think the same goes again here for sAW. Although they were the architects of their own downfalls in some rounds, they seem to have fixed those slight mistakes, and well, from there, it's been straightforward and pretty simple for them thus far on Inferno. And they're just 2 rounds away from pushing us to the decider of Nuke, which, I mean, if you asked me after that first map, do I think we're going to see a Nuke? My answer would have been most definitely no, especially heading into, you know, the likes of an Inferno, which HEET are notorious for it being one of their better maps. And honestly, at times, just look like they've just come up against a team sAW that have quite clearly and evidently done their VOD reviews on the way that HEET want to play this, and they've shut them down every single time.
Yeah, and I mean, their T side, actually, from the side of sAW, has been predominantly fairly weak as well. So it's interesting that they're actually doing far better in a lot of ways on their T side than they were on CT. They obviously did really well on CT, but they had advantage. Now going on to the T side, they've just been doing these executions, like you said, as if they've actually done a lot of homework on HEET. Of like, okay, well, this player likes to play here. They like to be able to switch up. They like to play aggressive. That has worked very well. Jericho is going to be trying to play a little bit of a sneaky play here, smoking off his default position, so that even if they do go for him, he's going to have a one-way smoke. And this could be the change, actually, that we need to see. We have to see some kind of smart plays. Body's position is going to be known, and that'll be a nice little distraction shot. Going to be coming through. Oh my god, just finds the kill nonetheless. Lucky's going to get taken down. We're looking at 15th potential score here for this team. Through the smoke, Arky takes Body. They're saying, don't disrespect us and say that we're going to be an easier game than 1 win. We've got some tricks in the bag, and, well, they're playing every single one of them down to perfection, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I like the one-way smoke towards the back of side, but it's just the choke in the gunfight, right? Just not being able to control the recoil when he needs to. And I think there was one player, actually, who jumped up towards the boxes. I think it might have been Just or Roman, who completely threw him off. And, I mean, that is going to be sAW advancing onto map point here on Inferno to try and force that decider on Nuke. I mean, for HEET though, you've got to say, it's almost like these two teams have swapped roles, right? On map number 1, Ancient, it was sAW who were adamant to not win the map, and it seems like here on Inferno, HEET have replicated that behaviour out of sAW. Both teams quite clearly want to play map number 3, so listen, I'm all for it. I know you're for it. Tom in the chat most definitely are for it as well. Who don't love a bit of Nuke every now and then? As well, sAW, they want to get this done now.
HEETafroo, honestly,
I don't agree with that.
If I want to be brutal, he's probably one of the weaker points on his team. He may well have a couple of extra kills than some of the others, but anyway, let's move on. Stadodo is going to be able to get that first initial kill. A full advantage now on side of SAW. Advantage. We're going to have map control in a moment as well. Gogo's going to have to push forward. He's going to be in a difficult spot. They're going to be looking to push him. He chucks out Molotov, but he's going to get completely caught off guard, and Body's like, what the hell are you doing? You're so far ahead, and now he's going to be left on site by himself. Lucky's going to be going in for the rotation, but Smoke's going to be coming out. CT is going to get blocked off. This is going to be forcing Body to be the one and only, the hero that is needed. He can't even chuck off the flash. Oh, actually, he might as well now to try and stop them from pushing. Rotation's going to be coming through. Exercise is going to be over towards either pit or balcony. Can't quite see there. Okay, back of balcony. Lucky. Going to be coming down from long. They could even go in for the rotation through CT here, actually. That would be a fairly smart play. They have a player who's anchored on over towards B. Could cause either a distraction. No, execution over towards A. Seemingly is going to be coming through. Lucky chucks down the incendiary grenade. This is going to be blocking them off for a couple of moments, but there's only 30 seconds left on the clock. Something's going to have to go on. They have to decide on what they're doing. It seems like they are going in for the execution back over towards B. SAWMUTiRiS, he's hunting down this player. Body, he goes over the spray. He gets the kill, but he's on 43 HP. Flash is going to be coming through as well, but a tad too early. It's going to have no use. He gets no time to reload either. He's going to fall, but he does find one. SAWMUTiRiS is going to get one for himself as well. It's going to be a 2 versus 2. This is what it's going to be down to. Are we going to be seeing a overtime or not? CT player is going to be coming from either side. They have one kit on exercise. He's down towards Banana. Roman in ruins at the moment, looking in for this kill. Trying to find Lucky. They both have the same weapon. Information is now here for both sides. Arky might well have been spotted there. I think he might well have done. Exercise is going to be chucking down a grenade, but he's going to get taken down. Lucky gets the kill with the use of that flash, but now time is ticking down. They don't have any time or any life, and that is GG. Well played. SAW take HEET map pick. Absolute fantastic play from them. No highlights this time. We're going to be come back with post-game analysis. Don't go anywhere. See you in a moment.